What's going on, gamers? Avery Big Man here, here again. Wow, started off with a cough apparently, and I got some zombies gameplay for you. I'm not sure if I'm going to show the whole thing or maybe just parts of it, but the reason I wanted to play some zombies was I didn't feel like playing multiplayer, and what I'm going to be talking about could have used like 2 or 3 games, so I didn't want to have to find 2 or 3 games to basically just talk about what I want to talk about today. And what I want to talk about today is that I was on one of my accounts on my PS3. I have a total of, I only have 3 accounts on my PS3, but anyways, I was on my pistols one, where all I use is pistols and machine pistols and stuff like that. And I was looking for a game type to play on Modern Warfare 2, and I was looking for a game to basically see where I could get a bunch of XP with getting mainly just a lot of kills and stuff like that. And I was gonna do like search and destroy, because you get so much per kill, but then you only get 1 life per round and stuff like that. And then it got me thinking, what are the easiest game types to get good gameplays in, where you can get a lot of XP, or basically get a lot of kills without really having to do a lot, if that makes sense at all. But basically, I came up with a list of what I think is probably the 10 most popular games, maybe, I don't know exactly, and the most popular game types anyways that I think of, I thought they were the 10 most popular anyways, I don't know exactly. But basically, I went through and I listed what I think is the easiest to get gameplays for YouTube and stuff like that for. So and I'm going to be explaining why I put each one where it is. I'm going to start off with the easiest and then go to the hardest. I don't know why, but it just kind of felt like something to do, basically. I don't know. I got bored one day and I was like, because I was thinking about it. So, but first off, the easiest one is, I'm going to say Domination, just because you can control so much of that game type that it's hard to not get a good gameplay out of, basically, because it's so easy to spawn trap, so easy to control how long the game is, so easy to control if you win or not, and all that other stuff. Really, it's real easy to spawn trap in Domination. All you gotta do is have 2 flags, and they will spawn over on the 3rd unless you go too far into that spawn area, which is not hard to do, really. So I thought that Domination was the easiest, and I have a total of 10, so I'm going to be going through each one and giving my reasons. The second one I have is Headquarters, just because it's basically it's kind of like Domination in a way where except you can't really control spawn points, but you can control whether or not you win the game, basically, just because you either go out there and capture the HQ or not, basically. And the reason I put it second is because if you have the headquarters if you have the headquarters and then die, you do have the spawn delay, or you have to wait for the headquarters to be destroyed. You guys all know that. Then the third one I have is Ground War. I kind of just, because I know in Ground War you can either play Domination or TDM, so I just kind of put it as both, just because I think more times than not get Domination, so it's a little easier, I believe. Anyways, the next one, then that's just basically, because it's Domination. So the next one I have is Sabotage, and that's basically because it's a 20. It's on Modern Warfare 2, anyways. It's a 20-minute game type, and it's basically just 20 minutes of how many kills can you get, instead of, or at least that's a lot of the lobbies I run into. It's 20 minutes of how many kills can you get, and not play the objective, I guess. Really, I don't know exactly. But the reason it's number 4 for me is because it does have the spawn delay for when you die, so it's just a little bit harder and all that other stuff. And then if you don't if at the end of that 20 minutes you say you don't get the bomb planted, or anything like that, or it doesn't go off. It does go to a sudden death where there are no respawns. So, you know, that does make it a little bit harder. And then, no, that was sabotage. Okay, for the fifth one I have Capture the Flag. It's not a game type you see too much on YouTube, and that's mainly because, well, I don't know really why. I mean, it's, what is it, like 5-minute halves, and I want to say it's like 5 minutes. I don't know. I've never played, like, it's very rare for me to play anything but TDM, but it's, but if I were to play CTF, like, I think I've played CTF like twice. I don't know, and I don't remember how long the games were, so I don't know exactly. But that again, that does also have a spawn delay sometimes, I think. I don't remember exactly if it does or not. And then for number 6, I have Free For All, just because I have that as number 6 because, you know, it is a little bit harder because you are doing it by yourself, and there are no teammates or anything like that. And so that's basically why it's number 6 on my list, anyways. And if you guys want to make your own list of this, feel free, go ahead. I don't care. This is just something I thought of, anyways. And for all, you know, yeah, like I said, it's basically because it's just you by yourself. You don't have teammates to rely on or anything like that. And this list that I made is presuming that you're playing by yourself. Really, I thought about making a list, or if you're playing by yourself, and then if you're not, but then the stuff on the list, some of it is you have to be playing by yourself, really. So, you know, it's just kind of how that works out. And then for number 7, I have regular team deathmatch, just because it's a lot. It can eat, and I'm screwing up. For 7 I have TDM. For 7 I have regular TDM, and for 8 I have mercenary TDM. Those can switch depending on if you're playing with a team or not, because playing with the team, obviously, you know, they're gonna know call outs and all that other stuff, know where people are and all that. So it's, in my opinion, regular TDM is easier than mercenary, just because of the fact that you actually can have good teammates on your team. When you're playing mercenary TDM, you run the risk of having really bad teammates on your team, which is stuff that I've ran into a ton of, and it's not fun at all, trust me. I get so frustrated when people are going, you know, 2 and 15, and they're like, oh yeah, that was a good game. I'm like, how is that a good game at all for you? You know, I went 30 and 7, and we still lost, and I had the most kills out of anybody in the entire lobby, and we still lose the game because you guys can't get. Yeah, okay. enough with that. But for number 9, I have Demolition, just because that one I think is a little bit harder than a regular TDM, just because of how short the rounds are. They're, I want to say, about 5-minute round, or 5 minutes, or it's like, yeah, it's about 5 minutes before you plant the first bomb, and then you get time extension, so you get another 5 minutes. So you get 10 minutes each side, and I believe there's a spawn delay in that one too. Actually, I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played Demolition, so I don't remember exactly. And so, yeah, that's about the only reason that Demolition's number 9 is as in the most difficulty, because of the short amount of time it is. Because you can get a Demolition game done in, you know, 2 or 3 minutes if you have if you're playing with good people. They can go plant bombs and all that other stuff, and it can be a really short game. So it's harder to get a really good KD in, depending on the map and the bomb sites and all that stuff. So, but finally, for the last one, I have Search and Destroy. Obviously, going to be the hardest for any game type, especially in my opinion, just because of the fact that you do only get 1 life per round, and with a minimum of usually 4 rounds being played, you can get a total of 24 kills in Search and Destroy. And that's actually pretty high for Search and Destroy. I'm watching the zombies, and it's just funny. But yeah, that's not the only reason why, but that's one of the major reasons why that Search and Destroy is one of the harder game types to get gameplays in, and also why you don't see a lot of people doing commentaries over Search and Destroy games, is because that, you know, it's so much harder to get good gameplays in, because, you know, you could get killed all the time and not get a kill at all. So that's about it for the list, actually. So yeah, if you guys have any what's the word, if you guys, you know, have any disagreements or anything about the list, go ahead and make your own out of the 10 I gave you. I'll put them in the, I'll put mine in the comments, on the comments below about my, I'll put my list in the comments below about, and I'll put them in order that I have them here. So if you have any disagreements, go ahead, leave your reasons why, and make your own list, and feel free. But comment, rate, and subscribe, and just remember that I love all you guys, and I'll see you later.